Monday night at Tone Wars.
So
I'm Carrie. That's Jarrod. Are we late?
Yeah.
A few minutes late.
A few minutes. Sorry.
I'll tell you how many minutes late we are when I put my glasses on.
About 9. Our apologies. Yeah. Another crazy night. Setting everything up. I didn't know what to go with tonight. I was going to go with the HX Stomp. Had that all hooked up, and I'm like, oh, okay. And I remembered somebody was like, hey, can you do the DimeHead a couple weeks ago? And I'm like, oh, that's right. So I reconfigured everything and did that. So that's why we're late. It's my fault.
And it's my fault because I was like, I don't want to wear in-ears, so figure it out.
Yeah, I was going to play the crab amp tonight. She's like, not tonight.
Not tonight. My baby ears.
Yeah, but next week, you gotta pay.
Crab.
Yeah. Oh, crab.
Oh, crab. I might be absent next week.
Are you?
I might be absent.
Might be.
That's right. Well, we had a deceivingly gorgeous day here in Michigan. Mm-hmm. It looks beautiful, but it's only like 39 degrees outside.
Kind of cold still.
Sunny, like partly cloudy, gorgeous, but it is still cold. It's getting depressing.
I'm getting sick of it. I really am. I've about had it with this crap. You know, let's just get on with spring, will we? You know, it's just, geez.
I want to wear sundresses and sandals. I got my toes done. I'm ready.
My toes did.
Right.
Yeah, I just want to ride my stupid bike and
It's not stupid.
You know what I mean. I want to sit on my deck and not freeze. You know, have a cigar and all that kind of stuff. So, hope everybody's doing well. Thanks for joining us tonight. So yeah, I'll be playing some stuff with a Badlander capture that I did with the NAM, capture software. And the DimeHead player. This thing's actually really cool. I plugged into it tonight after I unhooked the other stuff, and I'm like, dude, this thing slays. Sounds really good.
You sounded good while I was getting ready.
Except for when you came down here and I totally botched it solo. I went full scuttle on it.
But it sounded good upstairs, though.
Yeah, then you came down and I have not been practicing at all. I've been working 2 jobs and getting ready for my season for pressure washing too, and I got a huge contract I got to get ready for and all that. So it's just been.
Love it when those phone calls come in.
I love those phone calls so much. My body hates them, but my wallet loves them. That's kind of how it works, you know. So I'm getting prepared for that, and I've just been really distracted with everything. So. But it's been fun though. I've been busy, but it's like good busy, like fun. You know, I've been enjoying that. So hope everybody, like I said, is doing well out there. You know, see what we have any comments or questions and everything, and then we can get started with some stuff.
Ben Burnett was first.
Hey,
hello. I just got in from clearing the county road with the tractor. Dug out the creek and cleared some log jams. Farm life is rough. Luckily, I have a Line 6 Helix to get me through the night.
What's up, Ben? Good seeing you, man.
Mm-hmm. Darn Harkness is here.
That darn Harkness guy. What's up, darn Harkness?
What's up? Vince Salutari.
Hey, Vince. What's happening, man?
Hey, Vince. Chris Nash is here.
Hey, Chris.
Iron Game.
What's up, Iron Game?
Mike Nash says bleh.
Bleh. What's up, Mike?
He's got his vampire on tonight.
Bleh.
Bleh.
Bleh. Bleh. It comes to bite your neck. Bleh, bleh, bleh.
Way Cool Junior 5. We want the Sloan. We want the Sloan. And by the way, I mean me.
Yeah, I got the Sloan here. I got to demo that in the next few days, so I'm looking forward to that. I got to practice up so I can actually perform properly on it.
It's upstairs on the counter. I saw it.
Yep, it's on the kitchen counter right now on the island.
I was saying that I could smash some blackberries on it and make a real nice tie-dye effect.
Yeah,
because it's white.
Sure, Steve Sloan will be real happy about that.
I promise I won't do that soon. Let's see. Burr Black, he's new here. Hello.
Hey, what's up, man? Welcome.
Welcome to Tone Wars.
Welcome to Tone Wars. My apologies in advance for all the crappy playing tonight.
Right.
Because I am.
And the bad jokes.
Yeah, I am not in good form tonight playing-wise, so.
Way Cool Junior 5 says, short run today, only going to Atlanta. Let's do this thing.
Oh, good, man.
Tony Krosick is here.
Hey, what's up, Tony?
Guitar Man 45.
Hey, what's happening?
Jimmy Jam says, watching from the hospital, celebrating the birth of my son.
Woo! Congrats.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow. Dude, that's freaking awesome, man.
Right? He says, this is a good breath of fresh air to just let the wife and I relax.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Congratulations to, well, all three of you, right? You know?
Live it up while you're in the hospital, because, you know, when it gets time to go home and it's just you.
Yeah. Have some extra Jello on us,
There's
you know?
not a lot of, I guess, I read something the other day that was like, rest as much as you can, blah, 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 blah. You should get between like 7 to 9 hours of sleep. And it was like at the end, unless you have toddlers. And then it was, may the odds ever be in your favor.
Well, again, congratulations, you guys. That's freaking awesome, man. Seriously. What's the kid's name and all that stuff?
Let us know, Jimmy Jam.
Let us know.
Tyler James is here.
Hey, Tyler, what's happening?
Dwayne McKnight. He says,
Hey,
amen, me too, not sundresses.
Yeah, I draw the line at sundresses as well.
Right?
Yeah.
I have them hanging up. I've like pulled them out and I hung them on the molding around the top of the closet. Like, someday soon, I'm going to put you on.
And Mother Nature peeked in your window. She's like, all right, bitch.
Get those hoodies back out.
Yeah, I got you.
I know.
I saw what you did.
Let's see. Chris Nash, I was going to do the first grass mowing of the year, but then it rained. So, yeah, we have so much water, standing water around here.
Yeah, there's a canoe rental that just started in my backyard last week. They're like, hey, this looks like a great place to set up shop.
John Bach, DimeHead NAM player rocks.
Hey, what's up, man? It does. Seriously, like I first chug tonight, I'm like, oh, yeah, I remember how good this thing was now. Yeah, it's amazing.
A Vintage Future says, hey guys, I use a DAW to switch via MIDI to switch patches. How's the MIDI functionality on the NAM? Thanks so much for what you do.
Oh, my pleasure, man. You know, I have not used the MIDI functions at all on it yet, so I couldn't answer that honestly. So, but after meeting Steve and all that, I mean, I'm going to assume that it's good, you know, but definitely check for yourself. Again, my apologies. I just haven't used it. I'm one of those guys, if I don't know, I'll say I don't know.
Let's see. Mike Nash says, I didn't say blah, blah, blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Let's see. Guitar Man 45. I picked up 2016 Gibson Firebird Vintage over at Motor City last Sunday. Marty gave me a good deal.
Oh, sweet, man. Congrats.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. Have we met at the store? Please let me know. I met.
Not if he was there Sunday.
Yeah, I met. Well, he could have been there another time, but I met somebody yesterday. It was really cool talking to him and his. I think it was his wife or his girlfriend. That was a really cool. I feel bad sometimes because I meet people there, and we were swamped yesterday. We literally did not have 3 seconds to ourselves yesterday, which is fine. But I feel bad because sometimes I just can't hang out and talk to people. And yesterday was one of those days where we were just backed up. It was amazing, though. A lot of people.
Let's see. Dean Harkness. My daughter mocks me with the blah, blah, blah thing from Hotel Transylvania. I'm probably showing my age at that point. 50. Jarrod, how many Majesties do you have? Do they all feel the same, or are there small differences?
Good question. So I have 3 Majesties. I have 2 7-strings and 1 6-string. The 7 strings are both Majesty Monarchies, and the 6-string is a Artisan series, and then I have a JP15. And the Artisan series is slightly different. Well, it's a 6-string, not a 7. But other than that, yeah, they're very consistent between all of them. Very, very good quality.
Dubs is here.
What's up, Dubs?
What's the rig of the night? Cheers to both of you from Montreal. Oh, cheers.
Cheers, dude. Thank you. It's the DimeHead player that plays the NAM captures. That's what I'm playing tonight.
I have to ask him if he's ever had that, what's the whiskey?
Oh, the honey spice?
Honey spiced from 40 Creek?
40 Creek,
40 Creek honey spiced whiskey. Delicious.
It's so good you could have it with breakfast. Not that I would
Jimmy
know.
Jam says, thank you guys. He's named after the wife's cousin, which is a traditional Navajo name, pronounced Natone. Natone.
Oh, cool, man.
Yeah.
Very cool. I love tradition. That's awesome, man. Well, again, congratulations, man. Seriously, that's really
Your poor
awesome.
family's tradition.
Yeah. Yeah.
His middle name's Doozy.
Yeah, it's a doozy. It's
We
old-
both got smacked with the
Yeah.
ugly stick on the middle
Yeah.
names.
Yeah, you got your kid got a good name. My name, not so much. Oh well.
Let's see. Bill Allen Go is with us.
Oh, what's happening, man? Good to see you.
A Vintage Future says, no worries. If you had to choose between the NAM and the ToneX pedal, which way would you go if you can only get one?
Oh boy, those are tough questions. They really are. The ToneX pedal is going to have effects. You know, it has more effects and stuff like that. So it really depends on what you want. If you need more effects, I would go with the ToneX pedal. But if you want a more simplistic rig, the DimeHead's definitely going to be a good unit for that. It's easy to dial in on the pedal. You don't need software to do it. So I think the captures on both are really good. I would just say that the DimeHead player is easier to use in some ways, but the ToneX pedal has more options. I mean, I guess that's the best. I like them both, you know, it just depends on what I need. I hate being Mr. Neutral, but I just try to point out facts, and you make the best decision that works for you.
Iron Game wants you to sell me the 6-string.
Oh, yeah, the 6-string is amazing. In fact, I'll bring a 6-string down in a little bit here that I want to show you. I'm doing a quick video on tomorrow. I've been trying to get this song done that I wanted to play the 6-string on, and it is hard for me to play and get it right, and I'm really trying to knock this thing out. But yeah, this 6-string guitar is amazing, this Ibanez. I'll bring it down in a little bit just to give you guys a sneak peek of it. It came in at Motor City the other day, and we opened the case. We were like, holy crap, I've never seen anything like it.
It came in on consignment, right?
No, it was just the guy traded it in or something. Yeah,
okay.
we were like, and it was just one of those things where it was just sitting, you know, outside the counter there, and Jacob was just like, oh, we just got this in, and he just opened the case, and it caught my eye, corner of my eye, and I leaned over, and I'm like, wait a minute. Went around the counter and looked at it. I'm like, holy crap, this thing is just ridiculous looking. So I picked it up, played it. I was like, man, why would somebody sell this? It's a Prestige, RG Prestige. It's from the J-Craft crew, and it's just, you know what? I'll go get it right now. So it's just really freaking cool, you know. So I'll bring it down and show it to you guys for a minute here.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
talk?
I can hear you.
Okay, I'll
Yep.
read while you're
Yeah.
walking. Guitar Man 45 says, no, was not there yesterday, though last Sunday had good time. Had such an audience with this purchase. Many people there cheering on the purchase. Met many.
Oh, that's awesome. That is great, man. I mean, it's such a great store. There's a lot of camaraderie there, and people really enjoy their jobs there. So, congrats, dude. That is awesome.
So John Bach says, I know this is random, but have you ever messed with Wizard amps?
No, I want to. I definitely want to.
CS is here.
Hey, what's up, Chris?
He doesn't want anyone to panic. No panicking. He's here.
All right, look at this thing. Trying to. It's
Find
hard.
some light.
Yeah, it's not really doing it justice.
What has it got? Like a crackle? It's not a crackle.
It's almost like a paisley, but not.
No, it's not a paisley. It's like a sponge paint.
Yeah. Try to.
But it's metallic. So it's got a here.
Metallic kind
It's
of.
got
looking.
a black background with a silver metallic like sponge paint.
Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah.
Just so freaking cool, you know. There's the back of it. I should have had the other camera ready. I wasn't really planning on showing this tonight.
Can you
but,
get up close? or-
well, it'll get blurry
Blur?
because the camera's focused on us.
Yeah.
But I'll have better shots of it in the next video. But I mean, this thing is just freaking sweet, man. I love it. Really, really cool guitar. They have it for sale there because it's used for like, what was it, $14.99 I think, which is like insane. Because I think it's like $2,100 normally. So It's a really good deal.
Yeah.
Oh, I grabbed the wrong guitar. Really good
Mike
deal.
Nash is reminding everybody to hit the like button. Yeah, please do.
Yeah, please. Thank you.
You can X out of the chat, hit the like button like I just did, and go right back into the chat.
Yeah, thank you.
Tony Krozik is not talking to me. Let's see.
Me ain't talking
CS
to you.
says the yellow cup matches with the lighted backdrop nicely, Carrie. Right?
It kind of does, doesn't it?
Very nice.
Very aesthetic.
That's what I was going for.
Yeah, just trying to be all matchy-matchy tonight.
Dean says, everybody stare at Carrie while Jarrod is upstairs.
Yeah, why not?
Chris Nash, what a beautiful Ibanez. Looks like a metal flake kind of finish.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. There was a guy that is in the auto painting industry that was there when I was checking it out. And he walked by and he was like, you know how they do that, right? And I'm like, no. And he said, well, when we do cars like that, we paint the car black and then we dip cellophane or saran wrap or whatever into whatever other color, which is typically silver. And we just kind of dip it and then put it all over in just weird patterns. He goes, that's kind of how we do it in the auto industry anyway. And that gives you that weird look, you know. But it's just cool. I'd like to see, excuse me, I'd like to see him do it with like black and like red, black and blue, black, purple, black, orange, black, green. You know, I think that would be cool to dip instead of silver, like other colors on top of it. That would, and like a whole line of guitars like that, that would just be insane. I think they would sell.
YSBH says Cosmic Shadow is the paint color.
Yes, Cosmic Shadow.
Cosmic Shadow.
Yep. That's the color. Yep.
Dean Harkness says, yeah, kind of like the tortoise shell.
Yeah.
CS says the Ibby is badassery.
Oh, yeah.
Guitar Man 45. That's funny. When I was there, he brought in a 71 Marshall Super Lead, and he was so proud to show it. Should have seen his look when I mentioned I have two 71 Super Leads I've had since the 70s.
Oh, wow. That's cool, man.
Bill Allen Go, bring the thunder.
Bring the thunder.
Iron Game loves Ibanez RGs.
Yeah, that was my main guitar for a while, was the RG Prestige. And then I switched to the Prestige S, and then I went to Ernie Ball. So that's kind of what my whole thing was with that. But
well, you want to play something for us?
Let me start out with something super basic because, like I said, I am way out of practice here, and I've been too busy. I normally practice 2 hours a day to keep up on whatever it is that I do. And lately I've been practicing about 2 hours a week. I'm trying to find the power for the charger for the... there it is. The iPad so it doesn't go dead. All right.
There you go.
Yeah, just let me warm up here, guys. 1 second. Let me mute the mics.
we're back.
There we go. There's a couple for you.
I liked it. Hey, Mikey.
Hey, Mikey, I think he likes
I
it.
liked it.
My in-ear fell out. Carrie had to hook me up. It fell off the cable.
Uh-oh.
So,
Let's see.
thanks for the fix there. Teamwork.
Dean says, Jarrod, that's one way to do it. Some people use foil. You can also do marble.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, that's a cool paint job, though. Yeah.
Chris Nash says, my dad got me an RG 570 as a high school graduation present in '93.
Oh,
Chris,
dude.
we graduated the same year. Haven't had it for a long time, but it was my first really nice guitar.
Yeah, man. Those guitars are freaking amazing. The thing that's nice about this guitar is it as soon as I picked it up and played it, I felt like I was in my 20s again. Like I was like, this is what I would have wanted right here. Like, because I couldn't afford anything in my 20s, man. I bought the cheapest guitars. I got Area Pro 2s. My first Ibanez was like the cheap one, you know, and it was just, that's all I could get. You know, I had a floating trem on it, and that was my main thing. And it was an iridescent pink, because pink was like a big thing back then. Iridescent, whatever it was. It had arrows in it.
What?
It was, I'm just kidding.
I was going to say.
So, anyways, that's what it was, and it was just freaking, you know, cheap, but it worked. It got me through. And I remember when I got it, I was so excited. I had it on layaway. It was like probably $300 or something, and I was so excited the day I picked it up, you know. But
It was iridescent pink?
yeah,
Like raspberry, purpley pink, or like pink?
it was pinkish, but it was a weird pink. It had I don't know, whatever it was. It was in the pink family. But it was a cool guitar.
Yeah.
You know, but I couldn't afford anything cool back then. You know?
I can't imagine you with a pink guitar.
It was a big thing for a while in the 80s.
Yeah.
You know, it really was.
You
Pink
know.
was huge. So
Was it hot pink or light pink?
I can't remember. I really can't remember. It was a weird pink color.
But it had like a purpley blue sheen, iridescent.
Yeah. Yep. It was when you turned it, you know, changed slightly, you know.
I like it.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Gary Davlin, good evening.
Hey. Good evening, sir.
Iron Game, your vocal mics are a little lower on my end tonight. The mix
Oh,
level
really?
is the same.
Interesting. I can turn us up a bit. Let me just remedy that. There we go.
All right.
Maybe that'll be better. Yeah.
Well,
Anywho.
this comment is a lot better this week. Aaron Green says, Carrie, your hair looks quite nice. I love the smoking hot librarian look with the glasses and all. Thank you.
That's what she went for tonight.
That's what I was channeling tonight.
At the pre-show meeting, she's like, I'm going going with the librarian thing tonight. I'm like, all right, hey, do your thing.
Much better than the comments from last week.
Thank you, sir.
Tony Krosick, noise sounded nasty.
Nasty.
Nasty. I like it.
Too nasty. Is that a what's his name? James Bond accent there? That was really nasty.
Sean Connery.
Sean Connery.
There you go.
Yes, it was nasty.
Bill says the NAMM player really captured the tone nicely. Which capture is that?
That's the Badlander, the hot-rodded Badlander.
Nice.
I put a hot mod in it, and it just sounds incredible. And they do a great job of capturing. A really good job.
Way cool, Junior 5. Have you seen the price of PV has nearly doubled in price in the last month? I'm not paying angle prices for 30-year-old circuit with no extra features.
I had no idea. In fact, I got to remember to talk to John, my contact there, about getting that 65. I want to do some demos and some shootouts with it. So, yeah, I didn't know that was going on.
Dean says he wonders if it's from tariffs since all their shit is made in China now.
Who knows, man? We'll see what happens with all that.
Let's see, where are we at? Thy wings, thy horns, thy sin. Good evening, my friends.
And good evening to you, sir.
Gary Davlin says, do you have any Grey Poupon?
Oh, yes, we do. We do.
Nice.
We're going to have a Grey Poupon party after the show, thank you. And you're all invited, of course. Do show up. Do.
Bring your cigars.
Yes.
Michael Pierce. Hey, Tone Wars. What's up?
Hey.
Mike Nash, anybody know if the PV Valve King 100 and like the 5150s have the same power section?
I'm not sure. That's a good question for the audience.
Anybody else know? Yeah, put it in there for him. Bill, have you run any pedals directly into the PA50? Does the signal need to be boosted at all? Do that directly. Can you do that correctly?
I have.
Directly.
I ran my Revv pedals into it, and it sounds great. They sound great through the PA50. They sound awesome. So, yeah, I highly recommend it. Because the Revv pedals are great. When you run them into like a digital platform and some IRs, they sound good. But as soon as you run it into the PA50, that magic is 100% there, and they sound and feel way better. So I highly recommend that. Yeah, absolutely, man.
Guitar Man 45. I bought my first Gibson Les Paul Custom in '76. Paid $585 for along with the Music Man HD 130 combo head. Think it was $500 as well. Still have them. LP came with one of those chainsaw cases.
Oh, nice, man.
Chainsaw case? What's that?
I have no idea, but sounds cool, man.
Well,
glad you hung on to them too, because
I'm glad you hung up.
glad you hung up. Glad you hung on to them. I got rid of all my stuff because at the time I was like,
want to see your
whatever.
pink iridescent guitar.
I know. I wish I would have kept that.
What's it called?
It was an Ibanez. I don't even remember the model number. It was like their cheaper one. It had a floating trem in it, a locking headstock. That's all I remember.
Iridescent pink guitar from the 80s.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at
It was probably like that.
That's more like a lavendery.
Yeah, that's kind of what it was. Yeah. Anyways.
Ibanez V, something or another.
Back to the show.
Okay, then.
Yeah, it's kind of like that right there. Yep. Heard that. I don't remember.
Like that one. No, that one.
That one. No.
That one.
It was this one.
Scott DeWitt. Hello.
Hey, what's up, Scott? Good to see you, man.
Want to play another one?
Yeah, let me do
Marty 5.
Marty 5. What's
What
going
up?
on, dude? Good to see you, man.
Gene Harkness says, thinking it's shaped like a chainsaw.
Ah, gotcha. Interesting. Yeah, let's do another one here. 1 second. couple more for you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Fun.
Let's see. Where did we
Fun
leave
ones.
off? Marty 5. I remember the baby steps for this song. All grown up now.
Oh yeah, that's right, Marty. I think last time you were here, I still hadn't had it finished. Did I? Yeah. Finally finished it. That breakdown in the middle. It takes me a while to write things sometimes. I'm such a. You can't tell by my playing, but I am a perfectionist.
Chris Nash says this is probably my favorite song of Jarrod's. Love the pitfall sweeps too. Those always get me when I hear them.
Oh.
Keith Miro uses those quite a bit too.
Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate that.
Jam Project says killer with a muscle arm.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, looking pretty good there.
Boy.
Thanks, man.
Dub says, only thing I know from my Valve King is that it's a really cool pedal platform, but for the power section thing, I really don't know, but I can assure you that my OG block letter sounds nothing like VK, just different taste, but both super fun.
Gotcha. Thanks for answering that question. Appreciate it.
Let's see. Tom F is here.
Hey, what's up, Tom?
Marty 5 says, I love the Joe vibe in this song.
Oh, the little bit of a Satriani thing? Yeah. That's kind of what I was thinking about when I did that. It has a Satriani kind of summer song, happy kind of thing going on, and that's kind of what I went for. So thanks for noticing. That's cool, man.
Did Amnesia, welcome.
Hey, what's happening?
Says, how's that JEL amp going for you?
Oh, it's good. It's a good amp. I like it. I like it a lot. It's really cool, man. I'll be playing that in another live stream sometime in the future.
Gotta keep talking, because nobody has put anything else in here yet.
Oh.
Keep talking.
Keep talking. Yeah, well.
You have a lot of gear laying around here.
I
You've
know.
got gear upstairs on like all of the surfaces.
Yeah, I'm
Counters, couches.
turning into a store. Let me switch guitars here. Switch them out.
So what do you got on the docket? Besides, you got the guitar and you've got the white
Sloan amp.
Sloan amp.
Yep. And I got a pedal coming from a company I can't mention that I'm reviewing. So
Company that shall not be named.
yeah. So they reached out to me last week and got my info. So I'll be getting that sometime soon. And it looks like a really cool pedal.
Did you want to say anything about your Zoom meeting that you had
No,
this
I can't.
past week? Okay.
That's all secret.
Super secret.
Super secret.
Super secret, but super cool.
Top secret. Yeah, so I'm working with some companies right now, and it's an honor to do so. Where we're giving our. This is what I've been saying on YouTube for a while. Is I've been hoping companies would reach out to us, and I say this with humility, okay, to give us early versions of things so we can give them their feedback, because we compare stuff all the time, and we see the comments in our videos and respond to them, and we got a ton of stuff here to shoot out with, and and I've been doing that lately with a few companies and having Zoom meetings with them, and it's actually been really fun. The last Zoom meeting, I just went out on my deck, I grabbed this thing, her stand, put my phone on it, had a cigar, and just talked to the guys for 2 hours about all the different things that the product does well, and some of the things that could use some improvement and stuff, and we had a great conversation, and it was so much fun, and I was just tickled pink as my other guitar.
It was tickled iridescent pink.
I was tickled iridescent pink to be able to do that. So it was really cool, and it's fun to be part of the developmental process on things, so that when it does come out, instead of us going, well, I wish they would have done this, we actually were able to say that before it was released, and seeing those things implemented is really cool. Yeah, so I'm having a fun time with that.
Dingy Basement Recordings says,
Hey.
I just tuned in and heard some sweet soloing from Jarrod.
Oh, thank you, sir.
I said your name weird. Jarrod.
From Jarrod.
From Jarrod. I got a weird thing with names tonight, apparently.
Apparently.
Dern and Jarrod.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Did Amnesia says he's been playing the trumpet for 40 years and
Oh, wow.
guitar for 9 months. Y'all reminded me how much I like metal and how much fun it can be to just play simple chords at high gain. So thank you.
Oh, of course, man. Thanks
That's
for saying
cool,
that.
Yeah.
Thank you for saying that. That's awesome, man.
9 months on guitar.
Yeah, good for you, man.
So tell him what he needs at 9 months.
At 9 months, I don't know. I have to. It depends on what kind of music you play and all that kind of
Well,
stuff.
I know you like to talk about the Spark amp when you're just getting started.
Oh yeah, get a Spark. The Spark will make you a way better guitar player because you can run backing tracks through it, practice all you want, practice along with whatever you want as
and
a
it's
backing
only
track.
like $300.
200 and some
200-ish, yeah.
And it sounds great, and you can download my presets for free in the Spark. And I have it at the store, and there's so many people, I put my presets in it, there's so many people that, well, I want to try out this guitar, and I'm like, you want to play the Spark? They're like, you know what, I've been wanting to try one of those. They plug into it, like, dude, this thing's freaking awesome. And I'm like, yeah, pretty cool, huh? You know, and go over the features. A lot of people buy it because they're like, you mean I could do all that with this? So if you want to become a better guitar player, buy a awesome sounding, functional, useful tool that you can play through that's fun. It's a blast to play through. So I would say get one of those if you haven't gotten one. Absolutely.
And if you want to purchase one online, you can go into the description of any one of Jarrod's videos and click on his affiliate links. So he is working with Motor City Guitar. Can he get it through Sweetwater as well?
You can. Yeah, you can. But
Motor City Guitar.
I love Motor City. They're my jam. They're my boys, you know. I like Sweetwater too, don't get me wrong, but you know, I have a kind of a family thing with Motor City. Them guys are great people. And I kind of work there, you know, on a part-time-ish kind of whatever basis right now.
Filling in the gaps basis.
Yeah, and it's fun. I love that job. It's really cool. So, yeah. So anyways, yeah, feel free to get one for yourself, and you'd freaking love it, man.
Marty5 says, do you make profiles for the ToneX platform too?
Yeah, thanks for asking, Marty. I do. You can go on my website, and I have a whole page of ToneX captures and stuff on there right now. Yeah, there's a ton of them.
I gotta jump down. Krishna says, Ermagerd, it's Jarrod. I know. I don't know what was wrong with me tonight.
Ermagerd.
Ermagerd. Good Lord.
That's funny.
Jeffrey Zulkzer. Woo, that is a doozy of a last name, Jeffrey. I can't.
Sklards. Sklars?
Can you type that out phonetically for me? Like, I want to know how you pronounce that. Sklarks. Sklarks? Is that it? What do you think about the Engel Iron Ball 20? He just got it.
Oh, I liked it. I thought it was a really cool amp. Lots of features, and yeah, I think it's, yeah, for a 20-watt amp, thing sounds really good. You know, they make great stuff over there, so congrats, dude. Congrats.
Dean Harkness says, don't feel bad, Carrie. Apparently I can't spell or use a space bar tonight. Yeah, we all have our nights.
We've all had those nights. Absolutely.
Dub says, which cab IRs do you use right now for the demo section? What are you using right now?
For the demo section?
Mm-hmm. Probably when you're playing. Like,
oh, so the Badlander capture that I'm playing tonight is a studio capture. So it's the Badlander plus my Mesa 212 cab with the Royer 121 paired with the SM57. That's what you're hearing.
Did Amnesia says, I skipped the Spark stuff. Been playing through a Morley ABC to an amplified Nation Triple S Mojo tone?
Mojo tone.
Mojo tone. Sorry, I got my Mexican, my Spanish pronunciation wrong. Vibro Verb and the JEL20, but I also bought the Mesa California Tweed, Mesa Badlander, DLX Reverb, and a Victim AC15C1.
Oh, nice, man.
But you're right, the cab sims are something that's great for people getting their feet wet.
Yep, absolutely.
And I don't know where that Vox belongs, the VOX. I don't know where that goes, Amnesia. There's a lot of words there.
It's stump carry night.
Right? Marty5, having a local guitar store is so good to meet people and try out guitars. For reals.
Oh, it's great. There's a regular cast of characters that come in there on an almost daily basis, and it's fun hanging out with these guys, having conversations with them, and The staff there is amazing. We all have a
Put that down.
really good time. Wait, yawn. Really good time
Good
working
morning.
together and hanging out with everybody. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. It really is. And seeing people come in and try stuff out and being able to walk out of there knowing that this is the right thing, is great. I'm actually going to set up a digital platform domain there where we've decided, me and Marty talked about it yesterday. We're deciding what we're going to buy and the tables and everything.
Sweet.
So we're going to have like a couple of different big table-ish kind of areas where we have all the stuff out. And then we'll have them hooked up to studio monitors, and underneath we'll have an FRFR cab or two.
Yay.
Yeah, it's going to be
Been
insane.
working on that for a month or
Yep.
so. Yeah.
So we're going to have it all ready soon, and people can come in and try all this stuff out and have a blast with it. And I think it's going to be a really big hit there. So
Jeffrey Sklars. It's just Sklars. The Z was tripping me up there. I was trying to put that extra Z in. Sklars is not as hard as I thought.
Yeah.
Did Amnesia. Oh, and I have an Angle KT77 Fireball. Sounds amazing. Mesa Badlander is like old metal, and the Angle is new metal to my ears.
Nice. Yeah, I have this KT77 as well. Great amp. Really good amp.
Michael Stewart. Hola, just got done playing.
Hey, what's up, man? Good to see you.
Thanks for joining.
Thanks for joining, man.
Mark says, hi, you two. Any advice for getting decent sound out of the Spark 2 built-in speakers? I really struggle to get anything that isn't fizzy and muffled, even with using the EQ and the chain.
Go on wherever you can download people's presets. Try my presets that I put in there, and that's about as good as I can get that thing to sound, and I think it sounds great. I mean, would I record or tour with it? No, I wouldn't record with the Spark. I would tour with it, but I would keep it on the tour bus or in the green room. I mean, that's what it's for. It sounds great for practice and all that kind of stuff, but it is a little dark sometimes, but I don't mind all that stuff because, like I said, it's a functional practice tool for me that sounds great for what it is that I'm using it for, and it's pretty inspiring to play through as well. I got all the effects and everything I need, and I think it sounds great for what I'm using it for. I don't really think the Spark was ever intended for like, oh, let's go on stage with it.
You could though in a pinch.
You could, and I would if I had to, and I wouldn't be bummed out about it. I mean, but I would say try my presets, and they're free, so I'm not trying to sell you anything. I mean, just try them out, see what you think. I just think for what I use it for, I couldn't ask for anything more. It's a great practice tool.
I feel like I got an open one. This is not very fizzy.
Oh, really?
It was the one in the door.
I never opened it. I ain't gonna drink it.
Look at that. There's no like...
Well, you can get another one if you want.
I feel like it went psst when I opened it. It was...
Maybe it pssed all the stuff out.
Maybe it did. Actually, I kind of like it better because this brand gives me a little heartburn.
Yeah,
it's so powerful, so it's kind of nice. I just hope there's nothing wrong with it.
Same here. I'm sure we'd know by now. Or wait, what's that?
Juan Jordan, do you still like the Friedman JEL20?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I think it's a great amp, man. I think it's one of my favorite Friedman amps that he built. And I put the hot mod in it, and it's got more gain now. So yeah, it's a cool amp.
Michael Stewart, looking forward to your NAMM captures. Thinking about the Revv.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I do have some available on my website, tonewars.com. I think they're on the same page as the Quad Cortex stuff right now. I got to build a new page to put them on. I'm eventually going to capture all of my amps for the NAMM and just put a whole pack up there for you guys.
All right, you want to play something else?
Yeah, let's do 3 shots. 1 second. There we go.
And we're back.
Couple more for you.
Let's see.
I'm getting to practice tonight. There we go. I get to practice live. Yeah,
Right.
my practice regimen is way off.
Marty5 says, I recently tried out a PV5150, but I did not like it at all.
Really?
Tried it with my board, then I took my little MXR10 band EQ and put that in the effects loop. That solved many issues. Have you tried?
I haven't tried putting an effects loop or an EQ in the effects loop, but that sounds interesting. Maybe I should give that a try. Maybe it'd modernize it a little bit.
Can you fan me?
Yeah. The main thing with that amp is make sure you have the presence at 3 o'clock. That's the big thing with that amp.
Michael Stewart, would you add an 8-inch sub to Presonus 6.5 scepters? My monitors alone have good range, but sound tingy at first.
Would you add what?
An 8-inch sub to
Presonus.
Presonus 6.5. I said scepters.
Oh.
My monitors alone have good range, but sound tingy at
Yeah,
first.
I would. Just make sure you're sitting at your desk when you're listening to it with that, because if you sit back, because that studio I used to record at, whenever I sat in the chair, all I heard was the subwoofer. But as
Yeah.
soon as you sat at the desk, you heard everything balanced. So, but yeah, I mean, it wouldn't hurt. Definitely wouldn't hurt, man. Give it a try.
Tony says, I always love seeing the drop tune Purple Monarch Majesty. It's a little more stealth looking as per the red one. They're all gorgeous.
Thank you. Yeah, I love this guitar. I
Me
love this
too.
tuning. It's probably one of my favorite tunings because it's darker, it's richer, it's thicker. It's
And
kind
it's
of
purple.
yeah.
It's purpler.
It's purpler. It's got a nice snarl to it, you know. I really love the sound of this
We
guitar.
need to go back and rewatch what just happened because we just laughed the same. Like, we both went, like we had this.
Oh my god.
What has happened to each other?
I don't know. Maybe we should go see a therapist.
Oh, goodness. All right, so let's see, where am I at? Did Amnesia. Nice playing.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Duo Q Life, what did you have for breakfast this morning?
Me? I had overnight oats and coffee.
Me too.
That's what I had, overnight oats and coffee.
Duo Q Life. Chris Nash, I agree that Purple Majesty is a real beauty.
It's a beaut.
Juan Jordan, I like that tone. Are you using the DimeHead NAM player? What amp capture?
Yes, I am. Thank you. I'm using the Badlander. It's a modded Badlander, though. It's got the Mr. Scary mod in it. And that's the capture I'm using. Yep.
Let's see. Did Amnesia always include your basics, some fretboard study, and a rock out to keep the vibe feel groovability?
Hell yeah.
Tony, what happened to the Mesa 2x12 and diesel cab behind the chairs? I'm missing something.
Oh, the Mesa's here. I'm just sitting in front of it. It's always here. I did sell the diesel cab to somebody at Motor City, Matt. He wanted to buy it. So I'm like, all right, I'll sell it to you. And I'm trying to find another cab that would be more suitable for me. So I'm on the hunt. We'll see what happens.
Marty 5, yeah, the EQ in the effects loop took out the lows, but without affecting the preamp.
Nice. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, you putting an EQ in the loop definitely helps a lot. But that's the main
No
thing.
comment. Nice.
No, I was commenting.
I don't know what else to say.
No,
That's what I do. Nice.
No, that's a good start. And then putting the treble or the presence at 3 o'clock on that amp is key. Yep, having it up there.
Dingy Basement says, I like how you can play solos and riffs without doing a dumb guitar face. Do all those for him over here. I can't for the life of me do that. Forever dumb guitar face. I'm over here going.
Dude. Thank you. All right. So, funny story. So, like, when I was a teenager playing, oh my God, the derpy faces that we all made as teenagers, you know. And then I had to play. I was failing civics class, and my teacher, Mr. Cedar, cool teacher, he actually said, because he knew that I played guitar, and he was like, "Look, I'll tell you what. If you come in and play guitar for the class, I will give you like 30 of those points back if you can do that." And it was like a challenge. So I literally had to play in front of the whole class. I brought my rig in and played for the whole class. And the main thing I was worried about was don't make a stupid face. Because like there was this girl in the classroom that I had the hots for. And I'm just like, whatever you do, don't. So I don't know if I did or not. But
How do you not know if you did or not?
because you're so concentrated when you're a kid.
Nobody told you after the fact?
No. Well, yeah, like all my friends came up. Dude, you made a derp face. They didn't know. So anyways, but that's the thing, though. Like, you're so concentrated on what you're doing when you're a kid. You're just playing, and like, you don't realize what you're doing with your face. And so when I started my channel, I was also became very self-conscious about it because, like, if I watch the video back and I'm making some horrible face, I'll be like, oh, man. So apparently I've broken the habit, but yeah, I used to make some pretty interesting faces, and now that I've said that, I'm probably gonna.
I know.
It's all gonna come back like a bad
The
rash.
wah face. Iron Game says wah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but I do that for you over here.
Yeah, she does.
Iron Game says I can't use an amp anymore without a 10 band in the loop. It always makes it sound better to my ears.
It definitely helps quite a bit. All amps have their things, you know, and we all have our things that we like and don't like about them. So, oh.
Chris Nash says I never agreed with people that my guitar faces were that crazy until people showed me video footage. Then I couldn't deny it.
You know what else happened too when you're younger? I don't know if this happened with you guys, but you know, I'd hang out with my guitar buddies when I was younger too, like teenage years, you know, and then they would sit there and just drool. They didn't realize they're so focused. You're like, I'm so focused on this thing, and all of a sudden, you're like, bro, they're like, did you fall asleep? Like, sorry, dude, I'm just, you know.
You can see all the little spittle marks.
Yeah, exactly.
In the light.
Oh, that was the other thing. Like, don't freaking slobber all over yourself. You know, there's the chick 3 seats away, and you're all like, yeah, man. Like, shit. I guess I could say I was drooling over you. Then it'd still be like, ew.
Marty 5 says the stank face. You get a stank face occasionally.
Sometimes, yeah. You get to. There's cool faces, and then there's like, what? Did you bite a lemon? Did you back into a cold doorknob with your pants down? I don't know. What did you do there?
He says the stank face is a must-have.
Yeah, you got to have the stank face. Yeah, nothing wrong with stank face. We actually have a picture upstairs of us on stage with me behind her making a stank face.
Yeah, I blew it up. It's like poster size.
Yep, she actually printed it and brought it over.
I was wailing, and he's in the background going.
Yep, she's like, that's one of my favorite pictures. I'm like, whatever, man. Well, you pick some humdingers, don't you?
It's a great memory.
Yeah.
Chris Nash says, I even made all the guitar faces on the church worship teams I played on.
Oh, that would be funny.
Can't be helped.
That would be hilarious. Just don't slobber on yourself. That's the main thing.
Dingy Basement says, I just can't play without it, I guess, no matter how hard I try.
Hey, there's a lot of players out there that do it, and there's, you know, it is what it is, man.
I had this girl, so I'm a singer, and when I was in choir in junior high, the boy that I liked, his older sister was in, and she was like chosen to do a special solo or whatever. Beautiful, tall girl, looked up to her totally, and she was standing in front of everybody, and out, she just like, snot dripped out of her nose. Just like, bloop. She didn't sneeze, nothing. Just stand, and I caught it, and I was like, I never thought of her the same again. I was like, how does that happen?
Did you actually catch it, or did you caught it with your eyes?
No, I just caught it with my eyes. Yeah, I didn't catch it.
Did you dive up there?
No, I was mortified.
Yeah.
Like my idol just, snot just went.
Snot is running down her nose.
It wasn't just a little run either. It like, wow. Embarrassing, but it was the end for me.
Not my idol anymore.
Iron Game says I've drooled on my guitar, laugh out loud, or the pick goes flying while shredding.
Oh, I've done the pick thing many times. Like even down here, just playing, and that's why I keep extra ones here, because like I've done that when I switch it, and then every once in a while it gets caught up and fling, there it goes. I'm like, no.
Dean Harkness says, remember the old boss videos with the blonde dude?
The what?
The old boss videos with the blonde dude.
No, I don't.
Apparently not.
No, I don't.
Remind.
Yeah. Do tell.
Do tell.
Send me a link.
Were you going to try out your crazy song, or
I don't
you're going to let that go? You can turn the fan off now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's getting a little chilly down here.
I know. Oh, it came over me there.
Man. Yeah, I got this song I'm working on for this video I want to do with this guitar, but it's kicking my ass, and I'm just having a hell of a time playing it right now. And I was telling her, like, maybe I should just play it live tonight and just get it out of my system, and maybe it would kind of break through the glass window. I don't know. It's going to be horrible when I play it, but it's just something I need to get out of my system, And it's something I just wrote. I finished it just the other day, and I'm still working on some of the fine-tuning kind of aspects of it. But you know what? Screw it. I'll
We're just gonna do it. It's gonna be something.
It's gonna be horrible.
It's gonna be something, but
yeah.
might as well.
Yep.
Debut tonight.
I don't usually do this unless something is finalized and finished and perfected, but I'm kind of at a point right now with my life where
ouch.
I'm kind of okay with things not being perfect sometimes. And I'm sure my haters will watch it and be like,
what was he doing? What was he thinking?
It'll probably be a total train wreck. I'll make a dirt face, drool on myself, and flick my pick across the room. It'll be a trifecta.
Look at this guitar.
Yeah, so this...
Kind of matches your shirt.
Yeah, a little bit. But this guitar kind of inspired some of what I'm doing here, because it's...
No more smoking bourbon.
Some of the tricks that you get to play with this... Because the whammy bar system on this, because it's a 6-string, it's a little more bouncy. So I can get the flutters easier than I can on a 7-string. A 7-string, you can get a little flutter here and there, but it's, you know, with that 7th string, it kind of keeps the bar from bouncing around too much. But with this thing flutters for days, man. It's like Brad Gillis City, you know. Let me make sure.
Don't expect much.
Don't expect this to be perfect. I'm telling you right now, this is going to be an absolute train wreck. But I got to get this out of my system so I can actually start playing this.
Do you know what pickups are on that?
I forgot. If you look them up, oh man, it's DiMarzio. Was it DiMarzio's or Seymour? I think it was DiMarzio. I don't remember. I'm really sorry. I really don't remember what are in here. They're not super for me. They're a little on the bright side for me, but they're decent pickups. They actually work. I like pickups a little slightly darker than these, but these are more of a. They have a nice little bit of a mid spike in them, and they kind of have that modern-ish kind of sound to them. But I like the pickups in my Ernie Balls. They're just, for me, they're perfectly balanced. They're thicker, slightly darker, and that's what I like. But some people like the brighter stuff. So, anyways, let me just play a few riffs. And I got to sound check this because this mix is really loud, so I got to make sure the volume level is going to be right. So get ready for the shit show of your life. 1 second.
We're at
Okay, that was on a loop because that's how much I've been practicing it. Not bad. I missed one of the big components of doing it though, but
Hey,
yeah.
you got your first time over with.
Yeah, that's a crazy freaking solo. I mean, I missed the whole swipe flicky thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I missed it. That was the big part that I wanted to make sure I got in there, and you know, maybe I'll do it again just to see if I can.
CS says, I love a good shit show. Let's see. Ooh, King Camucho? I don't even know how to say your first name. Josu Mendoza. That hand cross up was pretty sick.
Oh, thank you.
Chris Nash, dang, sounds pretty badass to me.
Well, thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Yeah, it needs some finessing and some, you know, polishing, but I'm just mad that I missed that one thing. As soon as I missed it, I'm like, shit. You know, let me do it again.
1 second.
Yeah. All right.
Michael Stewart, I built my British style 2x12 vertical straight cab from Mojo Tone, loaded with Warehouse Invader 50s, high headroom greenbacks, huge big tone with 68 basement. You should build your next cab.
Oh, man, that sounds like, dude.
Yeah.
That might be a good idea. We'll see. I can't really build things very well, but I mean, hey.
Nope.
Nope. I can't even put together IKEA furniture. But, I mean, we'll see. We'll see.
Chris Nash wants to know what you do for drums on your songs.
Oh, my friend TJ and I program them together. He's got this great drum program, and we just kind of program them, you know. And the other thing with this mix, too, is this is a rough mix, so the guitars are a little too low in the mix in the background, so it's like, eh. So there's just some stuff I want to fix on this, you know, before I get more comfortable with it. But I've been kind of writing this for a couple weeks, and then when I got this guitar the other day, I kind of finished it with some tricks that this guitar allows me to do, and I'm like, oh, well, I guess I'll do that now, you know. And so now I gotta, I want this guitar really bad, but I'm not gonna buy it because I don't need to be buying any more gear. But this thing is stupid. It's a really freaking stupid, awesome guitar. It's like, seriously, it's like if I had a chance to revisit my childhood or my early 20s or whatever and have a dream guitar, this would hands down be my guitar. I would totally be like, yep, there it is. No questions asked. Perfect.
Are you on Instagram?
I don't really go on there very often at all.
Yeah.
No, I don't really go
So
on there.
Facebook, it's Tone Wars, 2 words, and YouTube.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
There's a website as well. He has a web, tonewars.com.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, though. Yeah.
There you go.
So, yeah, let me do it one more time. Let's just have some fun. I'm just practicing, working some
time.
stuff out.
It's 8:32, so you get one.
Okay, I get one.
You get one.
All right. Well, let's make it a good one. Let's see what I can do here. Well, I still didn't nail that thing all the way, but I got it a little better this time. That's hard to do, man. That is
One
really
more
hard.
comment before we head out for the night. What do you use to monitor yourselves in terms of headphones? In-ear, overhead, open back, close back?
Oh, good question. So tonight I'm using both. Like when we're talking, I got my in-ears in. I use the KZ AS10s with my Sony. Is it Sony? No, Shure.
Sure,
Can't
yeah.
even think. Shure PS3 wireless system. But when I'm playing, I'm listening through my Cali Audio IN8 monitors. So that's why I take these out, because I want to hear the room kind of thing. And then when I play my amps and stuff through real cabs, I use my in-ears with those too. These are 5 driver a piece, so 10 driver total in-ears. So I got that really full sound. It's almost like taking a stereo system and cramming it into your ears. It's
What were
amazing.
they called again?
These are the KZ AS10s. You can get these on Amazon for like 65 bucks.
Yeah, they weren't that bad.
Dude, these things are freaking badass in-ears. They really are. Everybody I told about them, they're like, yeah, freaking love them. So, but that's basically how I do it. Yep. So, anyways, well, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode or the live stream and my train wreck crap at the end.
Oh, it was not a train wreck.
It was interesting. I'll have to watch it back and be like, oh, okay.
You gotta get it out.
Yeah, but anyways, thanks so much for hanging out with us, guys. Really appreciate it. And thanks to everyone who's been purchasing all the capture and preset packs from the website. I really appreciate you guys very much. You know, thank you guys. It really means the world to me. And so hopefully I'll have this video up tomorrow. I kind of gave it all away tonight, but oh well. I still think